Hey guys, Tag here. Today we're going to be going over the Craftsman section of Survived By. So do take this is the beta, so if the game has been out by now, don't even look at this video, this is only for the beta. So let's get right into this tutorial guide. So when you come into the tower, you should spawn right here, right in the middle of the tower, and the Craftsman is over here to our right. So if we come here, Craftsman, the first section we're going to be looking at is craft items. Here, everyone starts off with tier 1, and you have the chance to look around, look at the items you can craft, and look at the materials you need. So these materials can be crafted using materials found in the Heartlands, which is this really big map that you can explore once you get in game. But once you get those materials, you can start crafting these materials in the tier 1 section, because tier 2 is going to ask for 2 of these materials. Let's say example resin. So it asks for 2 resin to unlock tier 2. So we go here, we have raw resin, which we collected from the outside world, and we craft it. So when we get 2 of them, we come to tier 2 and we craft it, and then so forth to tier 3. And once you get to tier 3, there's new materials that you can start crafting and using to unlock tier 4 and 5. But when it hits tier 5, this is the part where it becomes a process. So to get tier 5 materials, you need to make tier 3 materials. So we'll go back to tier 3, get amber, we'll craft that, come back here and make enriched amber, and so forth. On to number 8, which will use 3 to make 5 and 5 to make 8, and so on and so forth until you have everything unlocked. And that's pretty much the gist of how you upgrade in the crafting. So if you were confused on that, hopefully this helped. So now we're going to be moving on to dismantling. And in the dismantling section, this is where this is like where your character starts to be picked up in a sense. So from dismantling an item, let's say this one, you have the chance to get the materials, which are here, see, embers. And you can only get embers from dismantling, by the way. So just note that embers is only from dismantling. So when you dismantle an item, you have the chance to get the imprint if it has one, and you have the chance to get the materials that were required to craft this item. And once you do that, say you get the imprint, say you do get the imprint. Using that imprint, you can dismantle it. Under the material section, you go to find your imprint, and once you get that imprint, you can dismantle imprints to get remnant. So that's the only way you can get those 2 items. Core embers and remnant, you can only get them through dismantling items. So remnant is imprints, and core embers are from items like this. See right there. So next, we're gonna jump into the prefix and suffixes. So I know when re-rolling, when you obtain an item that has an imprint and you dismantle it and get the imprint, when that all occurs and you have it, you can then use that imprint. Say on this one, say we had an imprint, you can put it right here. You would have a little selection right here to put the imprint in, and once you do that and you have the imprint and you re-roll it, it gives it a chance to be that specific one. It gives it a higher chance of being that specific one than just a random one. And the same goes for the suffix. Self-explanatory, not really. It's pretty confusing at first. Oh, look, Catherine's on. And then next, we're gonna go for upgrading. So when you're upgrading, I'm not too sure how to upgrade prefixes yet, but when you come here for your suffixes, you can upgrade your suffixes. I've seen people who have level 2 suffixes and level 3, So you get to leveling up them suffixes. For socketing items, there are two things used in this portion. We have charms and pristine iris mounting. Now, charms are put on your weapon to increase their stats, so you can have movement speed, health regen, crit damage, etc. And those increase your stats, which help your character be better. And then the pristine iris mounting, they're used to unlock the slot. So like if I put one here, it'll take 5 hours to unlock it, and then now I have 2. But do note that weapon and armor do have different slot amounts. Weapons can have up to 3, and armors can have up to 2 slots. So just taking that in consideration. And when you put charms on, based on the level of the gear, so let's use this example. If you have a tier 8, you can only have a level 4 charm and level 4 charm. You can have up to that because it equals 8. So say you have a tier 5. You have a level 2 charm and level 3 charm. It equals to the amount of what tier it is. Hopefully that kind of fixes up like the charms and how that works. And so the next part is fusing charms. So what needs to be done here, if you want a specific one, let's say movement speed, let's select it. We have 4 of them. We can select 4 of these. And that, if you have all 5, it's 100% chance of getting movement speed 4, right? So we would have movement speed 4, and the highest level of charm is it's level 10. So say if we add in a critical damage right here, right? Add a critical damage, add some health regen. So as you add more of these, it changes up the percentage and what it could be. So now it probably only has like 10% movement speed instead of 100% of having all of them. So depending on which ones you put in here, it has a percentage of being each one of these instead of just being all just one stat. Hopefully that kind of helps you. Hopefully all this information that I'm giving you does help. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you guys are more knowledgeable of the game. Let's see what they're doing over here. They're doing something. Okay, well, you guys enjoy the rest of your day and night. Hope you guys enjoy. See you.